Well, 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 well. It's about damn time, eh? I'm fucking late with this shit. But hey, here it is. Bloodborne PvP, guys. First commentary. Wow. So, yeah. Let's get right into it. Sorry it took so long. But here we are. I wanted to take my time with this game. And get a first impression, a first opinion after a while. And I think that's a good sign because I don't know, people have been rushing it. But I like to take my time with this. And I'm really enjoying taking my time with this actually, so that's why I think it's a good sign. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this game. So yeah, here it is, Bloodborne PvP. Do some Cainhurst invasions here, level 65 with a dex build that is yet unfinished. Right now as I'm talking, it is already finished at level 90. And yeah, I'm using a couple of weapons, with my main weapon being the Blades of Mercy right now. With okay gems, not really amazing gems, anything super crazy, just okay. And yeah, they are at +9 I think, everything else is at +6. And I don't know, I got like, what, 27 vitality, something like that. I'm not even sure, so I thought just randomly that I'm gonna do some invasions before I finish this build. I think I'm gonna do it with every build I make now. Fortunately I came up with that idea only after I had my strength build finished, so you will not be seeing that anytime soon. I'm sorry for that, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so first video. A few things I want to talk about actually. Mostly negative things, not because there are really negative things that are like super annoying me or anything like that. It's just I want to get those out of the way. And the first thing, we have a perfect example right here. This phantom right here. The host's not too bad. The phantom though, you will probably notice it because this invasion is quite long. And you're probably gonna notice it yourself just by watching this. Yeah, Bloodborne, in case you didn't know, is a PlayStation 4 exclusive. And you would think that with a PlayStation 4 exclusive that, you know, From Software would go and really optimize the game for that one system, for that one console, you know. And it would have super amazing performance. But yeah, I guess optimization and From Software doesn't really work out too well, which is not to say that the game is bad or anything like that. The game is fucking amazing. Let me just make that really clear. I love this game. Absolutely love this game. And the reason why I have been so late with actually making a commentary is because I was just having too much fun playing the game. I was really, you know, having a hard time just getting away from it for a while, so I could sit down and do commentary and do some editing and all that stuff. And I think that tells you a lot, just how much fun I'm having with this game. I'm really loving it. But we wanted to be critical here. We will be critical. And yeah, like I said, this is a PlayStation 4 exclusive. You would think that it's been optimized, but it isn't because it's From Software, and they just can't do that, I guess. I don't know. And on top of that, they have Sony involved, like back then with Demon's Souls. And you would think that if Sony is directly involved with the development of this, they would at least work on the netcode so that it actually, you know, goes well with the PlayStation Network thingy. Unfortunately, that is not the case. The game is still acting very weird, very Souls-esque, like every other game as before, like Demon's Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2. They're all using a strange kind of netcode that I'll never really understand why they do it. I do understand how this netcode works, basic stuff I do understand. I know that Dark Souls 2's netcode is a bit different, a little bit better, but it kinda took a downfall there due to the whole agility thing, which led to a lot of people assuming the netcode was shit when it was just a combination of poorly timed dodges, the lack of iframes due to lack of stat investments, and well, some questionable hitbox that, don't get me wrong, all of these games have. Dark Souls 2 a bit more so than the others, I think. Others may say no, that's not the case, but whatever. We're not here to talk about Dark Souls 2, we're here to talk about Bloodborne, right? And all I can say is it's still not really the thing for online. It's still not what it should be. It kind of works in a strange way, like you're getting used to it. We got used to it in Dark Souls and in Dark Souls 2. We're gonna get used to it in Bloodborne as well. It is a bit different yet again. For me personally, it's worse. Some people have reported that they got like almost PvE parries, and it's just super amazingly working for them. I cannot confirm that. I have been wondering if it's actually me, because I have Dark Souls for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and my online experience was very different on PlayStation, very different in a negative way. You see that hit? And I've been wondering if maybe my setup, which I have at home here, my router and my internet provider and whatnot, is just not working very well with the PlayStation network. I don't know. Maybe it's something with that. I'm getting some good matches. Actually, you get to see, if you pay attention later on in this video, I'm getting one parry, which looks almost PvE, you know. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just having bad luck with the people I'm invading. Who knows? In any case, oh, you see that? That looked like a perfect iframe on my end. Instead it was an instability hit. You see how much delay there is from the moment he got hit to the moment where he actually gets the hit registered onto him. Jesus Christ, man. But just a little interruption here with the discussion on the topic of netcode. These guys have been playing it very safely for the most time, but now I'm getting them. Trap is finally working. This is great. So you might be wondering, what the hell are you doing, man? You're using a lot of blood vials, you're not fighting honorable, you're not doing anything like that. Yep, that's what it is. This is Bloodborne PvP for me. Well, this right here, maybe not, because this guy disconnected relatively quickly. I'm really amazed by how quickly that was. And yeah, I'm not really into the whole honor duels thing, as a lot of other people are. You're gonna see some honorable duels in this invasions video too, which wasn't really what I was looking for. Not really happy with that, but I guess that's how it is. They're also a little bit over leveled for me. I say over leveled, I'm only level 65 on an unfinished build, so can't really complain about that. But I'm just saying it's not really my thing yet. I really want to enjoy just being invader, being part of the PvE basically for others, which is fun, which is what I like to do. But yeah, let's get back to the issues. There are quite a few issues I have with this game, a few things, and I want to talk about those. Probably not going to finish up all of it in this video. Parry was just a bit too late there. And yeah, one of those things is the netcode. I was really disappointed, considering, like I said, how Sony's directly involved in this game, and this is a PlayStation 4 exclusive, and they said they really wanted to give us the feeling of playing a PlayStation 4 exclusive when we play this, and I don't know, it doesn't feel like it. Like, the frame rate's choppy at times, like legit fucking up. I don't mind the whole 30 FPS thing, because I don't really have to bother with it. I've got a really fucking awesome TV that makes even 30 FPS look super fucking butter smooth 60 FPS, so it all looks smooth for me regardless. But there are definitely frame drops in a lot of areas in this game. I think that is... it's not a big deal really, you know, it's just... it's not what they promised us, so... that's my only concern, that's my only, like, gripe I have with that whole thing. I mean, I don't care if it's 30 FPS stable or not, but don't say it is when it isn't, you know? What I have more of a disappointment in me, basically, with is the netcode. I was really hoping that they would finally get that done and just I mean, I wasn't expecting any miracles really, because let's get real. It's not going to happen. But I was hoping that it would at least work a little bit better than how it does. But I have to admit that it might be me, because the game is really fucking fast. All the weapons are a lot faster than you would think. Like, watching this and playing this are two different worlds. That's really how it is. The game is fast. Everything is super fast. That includes every weapon in the game. They all have extremely fast moves. And it might just be my false perception of latency, when it actually is just the weapons being faster, the parry timings being very different. I don't know. I got a nice parry there. I didn't expect it. It was just kind of a panic reaction on my part, because I didn't see the host at first. I was like, holy shit, man, where did you come from? Let me just shoot you in the face, man. Didn't expect to get a parry. I got it. Fucked it up. Too bad. Could have been a nice gang spank there. But who knows? Maybe it still is a nice gang spank. We're still in there, as I'm losing half my life to one swing. Instability hit. Hello. And yeah. First negative, basically, netcode, online latency. It's still not where it should be. It probably never will be. But I guess it's really just getting used to it now. It's a new game still. The weapons are different. The weapons are a lot faster, like I said. Combine that with a bit of a different latency compared to Souls. I think the latency is different. It works different in this game. But that might just be me, because I've been playing mostly on Xbox. The PlayStation 3 folks might be saying, this is just like Demon Souls and Dark Souls or Dark Souls 2 on PlayStation 3, man. This is basically the same thing here for us, so nothing special. I know the latency is different on both consoles, so that might be just it. I know from experience that my Demon Souls latency was always a bit lacking, and like I said, also my Dark Souls latency on PlayStation 3 was kind of annoying, but I didn't really play it too much, so I don't want to make a judgment there. And yeah, let's just leave it at that. Another thing I want to talk about is the whole Bloodborne thing being not Souls. What they really try to do. Oh, by the way, this is the Honor Brigade here. Already coming in. Being much higher level than me. And yeah. On the topic of Bloodborne not being Souls. They try to make something different with this game. That's obvious. That's clear as day. And I think what they really wanted to give us is a different system that basically works kind of like reminiscent of what we have in Souls, but is like its own thing. And that would be the gem system. And the gem system, it's kind of okay, but they didn't really think it through completely, I think, and that is just me completely misjudging the range of that move. Like I said, new weapons, new game. You can't expect perfect gameplay just from the start. You can't really blame the game on all of your mistakes because you're used to something different. You really have to adapt, and that's something you have to learn the hard way. At least I have. I have to learn it the hard way, and I'm enjoying it very much most of the times. But yeah, on the gem system, and while we're talking about gem system, we also have to talk about the scaling. Now the soft caps for scaling are this time around 25. So that means you can basically get the full benefit at a much lower level. You can still go higher, you can still go up to 40, but it's... I don't know, I have to test it myself. I'm actually going... Well, I did go up to 40 decks on this build. I'm definitely gonna make a video about this build now that it's finished. This is, like I said, an unfinished version. So they kinda tuned down the scaling. And instead they thought, hey, we're gonna have gems. So that, you know, it kinda evens it out a little bit. Like scaling doesn't do much, but therefore you have the gems that increase the damage, and together with scaling you get a nice bonus damage for your weapons. So okay, yeah, well that's okay. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that, eh? Well, let me just say that, like I said, I got all my weapons to +6, with the Blades of Mercy being at +9, being the exception here as my main weapon. And I felt really conflicted about using those weapons before I started doing these invasions, because I thought they would be way too overpowered at +9 with decent gems. Like I said, not super perfect gems, but decent gems. And oh, how wrong I was. I got destroyed left and right, and I just had to rely on my Blades of Mercy for the majority of invasions to even get like decent damage output. So I don't know, maybe people are just way higher level than me and they got a lot of defense. But I think it's more that you really need some high level weapons with some really good gems, because everybody's having it. Everybody's using it, and that's the thing. Everybody is using those gems for damage. I think this is where they, to put it in the words of Eileen, where they made a bit of a blunder here. I think that damage gems should not be a thing, and instead scaling should return to, well, it's a form of glory. I think gems should be used for special effects like stamina reduction, HP recovery, increasing the damage of strike attacks, or maybe, you know, reducing the charge up for well, charge attacks, basically. Something like that. That would be a lot cooler. And yeah, that's what I think they should be. There should be more tools to like complement your playstyle, maybe complement your weapon. Instead, it's just. I mean, I've been using some cursed gems with the stamina reduction by not stamina reduction, stamina consumption was increased by like 3%. I used 2 of those, so that makes like 6% more stamina used per attack, and it made almost no difference. So I think that if you just look at the numbers, like you can get damage gems to like plus 30%, something around 30%, while I got like high rank stamina gems that would have like maybe 6-7%, something like that. Like, what's the fucking point, you know? If anything, it should be the other way around. I mean, it's not that extreme, but a high level gem that reduces your stamina cost should be somewhere around 10%. And the best damage gems you could get should be like, I don't know, 5% or something. Because as it stands, you might as well use basic requirements for your weapon and then go all the way with some ridiculous gems that you get from high level chalice dungeons, and that's it. So it kind of kills the point for me of having a build, really. I don't know, it's not as bad as I make it out to be right now. It's not as bad as I make it sound. It really isn't, but I think they could have done something completely different. I'm getting brutally executed right there, getting parried and then shot by a bone marrow ash Evelyn, which is another thing which I don't like. I think Evelyn should not be able to be buffed with that thing because it just takes too fucking much of your life. But in any case, gems I think need to be completely reworked, which will not happen. I am under no illusion that they will somehow fix that and change it into something which they do not want it to be, because this is what they wanted it to be. And a lot of people don't like it. I personally hate it, because I think it's stupid. Especially cursed gems are just the most retarded thing ever. They are like super powerful and just too good for PvP, because you can basically just farm cursed gems until you get one with a negative effect on it that has absolutely no effect on PvP. And then it's like you're just having a better gem with no drawback, really. So, I think that's bullshit. I mean, cursed gems for PvE, yeah, that's okay, that's cool, that's fine. But I think for PvP, they... So, that's the thing, they have to rebalance stuff. And the thing is, can we really demand balancing patches and all that kind of stuff? Like, readjustments to the game's balance just for the sake of PvP? I think we can, because PvP is unpredictable. That is the point. Oh, look at this, by the way. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm getting fucking molested in this corner here by this guy. And I think I'm gonna die very soon to him. Yeah, there it is. In case you're wondering, I couldn't move at all. I just kind of got stuck by whatever it was. The elevator fucked me up there. And I couldn't do anything. Oh, this is also a sneaky one. Anyways, back to the topic. Gems are retarded. No. Seriously, I think they should go back to the whole scaling and bring it back. Like, if you compare just the scaling values from previous games to this game, you can tell just how much of a nerf they have received with that shit. I don't know, it's too much, I think. It's really not what it should be. And that is my biggest concern with this game right now. Scaling isn't really worth it, and it should be. Scaling should be the thing. And on top of that, the whole gem system makes arcane builds really tedious to make. Like, I have started an arcane build just now, yesterday, and I know when I started playing the game and looked a little bit into stuff, I realized that making an arcane build is kind of like a late game thing. So it's gonna take a while to like actually experience your arcane build to the fullest. But goddamn it, is it fucking boring right now. And the thing is, it's not even really worth it. Like, physical damage is still the way to go. And the only difference you get is like elemental damage, but it takes so much more time to get the same quality of gems for fire, bolt or arcane as it would take for physical. It's so much easier to do that for physical. Not to mention that the weapon, the gem imprints for weapons are completely benefiting physical builds at all times. Like, you can get any kind of gem for physical damage except for the circle ones, I think. They are like for the guns and for the lost katana-esque weapon. What was the name? Shikage, something like that. I can't fucking... Yeah, I think that's the name. Well, except for the circle imprints, I think every other kind of gem form, whatever you want to call it, has the potential to give you really high physical attack bonuses. Whereas elemental weapons, bolt, arcane, fire, they exist too in all shapes and forms, but God, it does take forever and a lot of luck to get them. Like, seriously, you're gonna have to do a lot of chalices. Like, if anybody has found like a level 5 chalice route with a first boss fire dog, like the watchdog of the old lords, please give me the fucking code for the dungeon, because that's basically what you want to do. You want to get the layer 1 boss to be whatever drops the best gems for you. Like, I have a dungeon, a level 5 dungeon with the Watchers as the first boss. The 3 Watcher gang squad, the fatties. And they have a very high rate of dropping the radial gems, because it's a Fumeru chalice, so I get radial gems from them. And they have a very high rate of dropping physical gems. So it only took me like 30 minutes to get 4 gems with like 22% physical increase. Mind you, they are not cursed. That's what I want to be using. I will not be using cursed gems for PvP because I think it's fucking retarded. I've seen some people complain about the broken gem system, how they are super OP and all that stuff, but then they show their weapons and they have like 3 cursed gems with like 28% damage increase. And I was like, okay, dude, you know. You might want to take a look into the mirror at first. But okay, each to their own. We got the Unbreaked again here. And let's see how it goes this time. So what I want to do in the future is, in a not too distant future hopefully, I want to speed up my, well, not speed up, but you know, increase my frequency of videos again. I hope I keep motivated, and I hope I can keep on going with this for a while, because right now I'm having a lot of fun with the game, and I think it's going pretty well. I'm getting used to it slowly. I had a really hard time figuring out the parry timings. As you can see, I'm getting quite a few every now and then. I just have my moments, I guess, and I'm feeling quite okay with the PvP yet. What I don't like is the whole gem system, because it makes twinking a bit tedious to prepare, thanks to the chalice dungeons, but it's still very well possible, and it will always be, as long as we got level-based matchmaking, there's always going to be twings, but I don't know. I think we really need to go back to the old formula here. I appreciate that they wanted to do something different with Bloodborne, and the gem system and the nerf for the scaling system definitely give me the impression that they wanted to do something different, and that's like one of the things they wanted to make different. But I think it's really not working out in the favor of the game. It's really not working out in the favor of the PvP, because I don't know. Especially with cursed gems, it's really not what it should be like. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna change that anytime soon, because it's an intended change. It's what they want the game to be like. Like I said, I'm not gonna be using cursed gems. You will not see me using cursed gems in PvP at all. And yeah, to sum up my first impression of PvP, as we're entering the final clip here. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with the game. I'm really trying to like get my mind around things still. There are a few things on my mind which I really don't like. Some of which I already brought to you today. There's a bit more. But mostly it's scaling and gems. What's like my biggest concern basically. And yeah. I guess I'm kind of back now. We'll see for how long. Nice parry there. But you shouldn't spam, dude. You shouldn't spam. So yeah, this is the last clip. These guys are getting a bit trigger heavy, you could say. I just let them do it. I have to admit I got a little bit cocky on them, because they were spamming that bullets. I was like, okay. They're not dealing a lot of damage, so I'm just gonna tank it. But yeah. I think this game works out well. You see that? I dashed into it. Dash attacks are really effective in this game. Really fast, cover a lot of distance. And you see he was trying to parry me there as I dashed into him, because he was anticipating me to attack. There I was anticipating him. This was a perfect bait. Worked out just fine. He took the bait, paid the price, and now he's dead. And now it's just his body left. And yeah. This is it. I'm gonna make another video expressing my concerns, so more commentaries. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm gonna use my strength build for that. Maybe this dex build again. It's now, like I said, fully done. This guy's having fun here with me with the charge attacks, which is nice. I see way too many people using super cheap and cheesy stuff. You know, Blades of Mercy, dual wielding, dash attacks, spam. It's like those old days where people used the easy stuff, and it only takes so long until people figure out how to parry that shit. And speaking of parries, that was pretty sweet. Jump attack into transformation shot. And that is the end of the video, so hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. And yeah, Bloodborne PvP. Here we go, guys. This is only the beginning. See you in the next one.